Hi, it's Nicole and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you the Graco Simple Sway LX. This is what we are going to be using with baby number 2. It is about double the size of the compact swing that we used with my daughter. I like the overall look of this. I like that it doesn't take up, even though it's double the size of some of the smaller compact ones, it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. It has several different sound settings, different melodies, different nature sounds, a white noise setting, which is all really nice, and the sound setting can either allow it to go rather loud or kind of quieter, just depending on the effect you're wanting. Sometimes with white noise, I wanted it to be louder if I was trying to drown out other noise for the baby. And then sometimes with melodies, I want them to be kind of quiet to help the baby drift off to sleep, that kind of thing. And the buttons, they don't feel super cheap or anything like that, like they're gonna break if you use them constantly. And I like that even on setting 6, that with nothing in the swing, that the frame of this swing does not move at all. It does make somewhat of a noise when going back and forth, but especially on a high setting like this, I think most swings do make somewhat of a noise. It's not loud and obnoxious, and I don't think it would bother the baby, especially if you have one of the little melodies or something going on. It's definitely not loud enough to keep the baby from kind of relaxing, that kind of thing. I'm very impressed though that the frame doesn't move at all when there's nothing in the chair. I like that this seat has the Vibrate option. My daughter was not a fan of like the Vibrate option on the bouncer seat, so I got rid of that. We do not have one. So I like that this swing has that option in case that is a setting that my son actually enjoys. And it has kind of a slower and a really kind of fast. This swing has the option of using 4D batteries or a power cord, which I thought was really nice, because if you're up at 3 a.m. and you just need kind of your baby to stop crying in those first few months, I know that can be really hard when you're sort of adjusting, that kind of thing, and the batteries die and you do not have any more, it is great to be able to plug this thing in and just know it's going to work, because sometimes with my daughter, the swing was a lifesaver and I only got to use it for 2 to 3 months because it was a much smaller, compact swing. So I'm glad we went with a bigger, larger swing this time. And I like that it is multi-directional. You can do it side to side, or you can turn it and do it front to back, and you can do it front to back this direction, or you can turn it and do it the other direction. That's why it's 3-directional. I like that the chair to this is actually pretty deep and it lets the baby lay down more rather than sit straight up. I know a lot of swings kind of set the baby up really high, and where I like the baby to sit up more than if they were laying down to go to sleep, I do like the baby to actually be laying down though, rather than kind of completely setting up, because my daughter was a wiggle worm and an escape artist, and she always found a way to use that to her advantage. When she was in swings that sat up higher, she tried to like get out of them even at 2 and 3 months old. So I like that this one kind of sits back more and it is deeper, so I feel like it is definitely going to last longer with baby. And even though it is double the size of the one we used with my daughter, I like that it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. And when it is done multi-directional, it doesn't swing and take up a lot of space. It swings nice and it doesn't really get in the way. Overall, I really like the feel and the look of this swing. It really impresses me so far. I hope it works really well for baby when he gets here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe while you're here.